If we look at the Constitution po, sir, legal po ba yung ginawa ng ating mga senador, mayorya ng ating Senado?
They don't have the power to do that kasi ang kanilang under the Constitution, ang kanilang their power and their duty is to try the case. Issues regarding constitutionality of this or that or whatever, that is up to the Supreme Court. It's not up to them to decide, well, this is unconstitutional. Where do they get the power to do that?
Yun nga, yung tanong, Attorney, no, saan galing yung power nila to do that? So, ano po pakiramdam ninyo? What were you feeling when you were watching things unfold last night? Na parang may kanya-kanyang interpretasyon ng Constitution. Here you are, one of the framers of the Constitution, saying, ito yung ibig sabihin namin when we were framing this Constitution. Yet, may kanya-kanya silang interpretasyon.
They were railroading a wrong power. No? So, when you watch the senators, there's something wrong with them. Siguro they don't realize what their responsibility and accountability to the poor are. Right? It is the Article 11 where the poor are accused, the public official for betraying the public trust. That's public office is a public trust, and all public office are required to be responsible, to have integrity, to have loyalty, to have efficiency, and then of course the patriotism and justice, and lead modest lives. So if there are people who are accused of betraying the public trust, that they are not performing the way they should, of course the first question is, sino ba sila? Are they, how did they get into office? It is by the vote of the people, because they are the public servants and the agents of the people. Because sovereignty resides in the people. Diba? So, yung ngayon, parang they're taking off on their own in order to derail or stop the impeachment process. And parang they're acting more like the lawyers of the Vice President rather than the public servant and the agents of the people.
And Attorney Monsod, no, to point out, pre-trial pa lamang itong ating pinag-uusapan, hindi pa ito yung trial proper, no? And we're saying na kita natin na parang they are, as you mentioned, parang acting like the defense lawyers of VP Sara.
Well, sa akin naman, where is their integrity? They forget who they are. They are the people's senators, and therefore they should follow the constitutional provision that gives them the power to conduct the trial, but no other power. I mean, if there is a constitutional issue, then it should be brought to the right venue, which is the Supreme Court. Well, actually, di ba, the Vice President has already filed a petition in the Supreme Court regarding this issue of whether it is more than one impeachment charge within 1 year. So sa akin, the questions they raise, they wait for the Supreme Court. Now, pag ang Supreme Court, I think the Vice President also asked for injunction or to stop the process, and the Supreme Court has not issued that. So if no injunction or no stoppage is issued by the Supreme Court, the Senate has an obligation to continue with the trial.
Mhm.
They cannot raise constitutional issues that's now, in fact, before the Supreme Court.